Today's topic is an introduction to grief, where we will be going over the definition of grieving, different types of grieving, and how to ultimately cope with grieving. So what exactly is grief? Grief is the natural reaction to loss. Grief is both a universal and personal experience. Individual experiences of grief vary and are influenced by the nature of the loss. Some examples of loss include the death of a loved one, the ending of an important relationship, job loss, loss through theft, or the loss of independence through disability. Sometimes when people hear the term grief, their mind typically goes straight to the loss of a loved one, the death of a family member, something where they are losing something in their lives that is ultimately upsetting. But the truth is that there are so many different causes of grief, and not all of them are revolved around the loss of a being. Grief can be formed through any traumatic experience, and anyone can experience grief. So let's take a look at some common causes of grief. The first cause of grief is going to be the one that people think of the most whenever you say the word grief, and that is going to be the loss of a loved one. This can be a parent, a relative, a pet, a friend, anyone that you have a strong emotional connection to. The loss of a loved one is not only in regard to the person passing away, but it can also be in regard to if the person is no longer a part of your life. Heartbreak is a cause of grief because it represents the emotional pain and sadness that accompanies the loss of a significant relationship or bond. This loss can trigger feelings of sadness, longing, and emptiness, similar to the feelings experienced when mourning the death of a loved one. Fertility can cause grief for those struggling to conceive or facing pregnancy loss. The desire for parenthood and societal expectations amplify feelings of loss and disappointment when faced with fertility challenges. Fertility struggles can cause grief whether facing challenges conceiving or after receiving a positive test. Even with the positive result, individuals may grieve previous losses, the uncertainty of the journey, and the emotional toll of fertility struggles. Finances can be a source of grief for several reasons. They often dictate our ability to meet basic needs, pursue opportunities, and achieve goals. Challenges such as debt, unexpected expenses, or insufficient income can cause stress, anxiety, and even feelings of helplessness. Overall, financial stress can be significantly impactful to mental and emotional well-being. Relocation can be a cause of grief because it involves leaving behind familiar surroundings, routines, and support networks. It can disrupt established relationships, uproot individuals from their communities, and require adjustments to new environments, cultures, and lifestyles. Relocation often involves significant changes, which can trigger grief responses as individuals navigate the process of letting go of the familiar and adapting to the new. Following a traumatic event, coping with grief involves finding healthy ways to process emotions and gradually rebuild a sense of stability and resilience. In the next few slides, we'll explore various coping mechanisms to help navigate this challenging journey. Feeling and understanding emotions when coping with grief is beneficial because it allows individuals to acknowledge and process their feelings, which is essential for healing. By confronting emotions such as sadness, anger, or guilt, individuals can begin to make sense of their experiences and gradually work through them. This process fosters self-awareness, facilitates acceptance, and ultimately helps individuals move forward in their grief journey. Seeking support can be beneficial in someone's grief journey because it provides comfort, validation, and a sense of connection during a difficult time. Sharing feelings and experiences with supportive individuals, whether friends, family members, or professionals, can help alleviate feelings of isolation and loneliness. Additionally, receiving guidance and encouragement from others can offer new perspectives, coping strategies, and practical assistance, which can aid in navigating the complexities of grief and promote healing. Being patient is beneficial for grief because it allows individuals to honor their unique grieving processes and timelines. Grief is a complex and individual experience that cannot be rushed or neatly resolved. By allowing oneself the time and space to grieve, individuals can gradually come to terms with their loss, process their emotions, and adjust to life without their loved one. Patience enables individuals to navigate the ups and downs of grief with compassion and self-acceptance, ultimately facilitating healing and growth over time. Remembering the good times with a loved one is beneficial for grieving because it allows individuals to cherish and celebrate the positive memories and experiences shared with them. Reflecting on these moments can bring comfort, joy, and a sense of connection, helping to counterbalance the pain of loss. Additionally, focusing on the happy memories can serve as a reminder of the love and bond that continues to exist even after the person is gone. While everyone grieves differently, it's essential to remember that you're not alone, and seeking help is always okay. Additionally, be kind to yourself and allow yourself the time and space that you need to heal. Grieving can be a difficult time. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, please reach out for help. You're not alone. You can contact the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273